in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Boruto is defeating everyone with extreme ease. However, he will still reveal 3 different doujutsus throughout the manga. One of these doujutsus has already been shown and possesses mysterious powers, being the most powerful doujutsu of all time. I know that for many, this may seem like a theory or nonsense, but in reality, Boruto has 3 doujutsus, and we have irrefutable evidence of this. So, watch this video until the end, and if you disagree with my analysis, I challenge you to prove me wrong in this video. With these 3 powers, Boruto is easily the most powerful character in history, to the point of facing an Otsutsuki god, or being one level below him. With this combination of 3 doujutsus, Boruto has become the most powerful ninja, the most powerful being in history. How Boruto will awaken his doujutsus. Here on the channel, I've made several detailed videos on how Boruto will awaken his doujutsus, but to this day, many people still have doubts about this subject. It's indeed unusual for a character to have 3 doujutsus at the same time, but believe me, in Boruto's case, this theory is well founded in both the anime and the manga. Let's break it down. The first and main reason for Boruto having 3 doujutsus is Momoshiki Otsutsuki. He has 2 doujutsus in the series. The first is the Byakugan, which is basic among the Otsutsuki. Using the Byakugan, Momoshiki even possesses a unique power that I will address later in this video. The second doujutsu is the Rinnegan. Momoshiki has 2 Rinnegan in his hands. One absorbs chakra and ninjutsu, while the other releases everything with more power. Additionally, Momoshiki also has a second Rinnegan on his forehead that appeared after he became Super Momoshiki. Since Boruto is the vessel for Momoshiki, he can use all of the villain's abilities, just as Kawaki, who is only 80% Otsutsuki, can use Ishiki's Kokugan. Thus, Boruto, who is 100% Otsutsuki, can also use Momoshiki's doujutsus. This is how he will awaken the Byakugan. The first doujutsu on our list is the easiest for Boruto to awaken because, technically, he has already used this doujutsu before. For those who don't remember, during Code's first invasion, Boruto was seen controlling karma better thanks to Amado's pills. During this brief moment, Boruto activated the Byakugan in his right eye, although he didn't use its powers. So, for Boruto to access this doujutsu, he just needs to activate Karma level 1 as he did before. The major issue is that Boruto fears Momoshiki controlling his body, and Kashin Koji has already shown concern when Boruto's Karma was activated in the latest chapters of the manga. Therefore, before awakening the Byakugan and using it in battle, Boruto needs to definitively control Momoshiki's presence. Otherwise, Boruto will never be able to use not just the Byakugan's powers, but also Karma. From the initial scene of the manga, we know that Boruto will be able to control Karma and activate the Byakugan. The powers of the Byakugan. We already know how Boruto will awaken the Byakugan, but now let's look at what powers he will gain with this doujutsu. The first ability is the Byakugan's 360-degree vision, which, despite being a basic power in the hands of a genius like Boruto, can be very useful for anticipating enemy movements. The second power is the ability to see long distances, allowing him to see kilometers away, even through walls. Momoshiki's Byakugan also allows Boruto to use a much more powerful taijutsu, such as the Gentle Fist. In fact, Momoshiki himself used a more powerful taijutsu style against Naruto. Using this doujutsu, Boruto would have a significant advantage on the battlefield, because he would have more control over the environment and could use techniques from the Hyuga clan, like rotation and Gentle Fist. Another interesting power that Boruto can use is the ability to see some moments into the future, a power exclusive to Momoshiki's Byakugan. This is how Boruto will awaken the Rinnegan. Another doujutsu that Boruto might awaken is the Rinnegan. Following the logic presented in the manga regarding the function of karma, it is highly likely that Boruto will indeed use Momoshiki's Rinnegan. Kawaki, who is 80% Otsutsuki, has already managed to fully use Ishiki's Kokugan, albeit with less power, because he does not have Ishiki's chakra or all his data. However, Boruto has all of Momoshiki's data in his body, and naturally possesses powerful chakra due to his Uzumaki and Hyuga heritage. Therefore, Boruto can use the Rinnegan's powers, including the 6 paths. To do this, Boruto needs to use Karma level 2 when Momoshiki's horns appear. Only then will the Rinnegan be activated in one of his hands. It is clear that, to defeat characters more powerful than Jura, Boruto will inevitably need to use Momoshiki's Karma to enhance his powers. So, for those who still have doubts, Boruto using Momoshiki's Rinnegan is not a crazy theory, but a fact based on the manga, the powers of the Rinnegan. With Momoshiki's Rinnegan, Boruto would gain several new powers. The special ability of this Rinnegan is relatively weak, as it only absorbs and releases jutsus, but Boruto could also use the 6 paths of the Rinnegan. One of these paths would be the human path, which has the power to extract the soul of any opponent with just a touch to the head. Additionally, when this path is used, the victim becomes paralyzed. This ability, combined with the Hiraishin, would be deadly, even for powerful enemies like the Otsutsuki. Another path that would be extremely powerful is the Deva path. With this ability, Boruto would gain the power to control attractive and repulsive forces, such as the Shinra Tensei, which can destroy a village, or the Chibaku Tensei, which creates a powerful and deadly seal. Remember that Boruto has already seen Sasuke using this ability before. Besides these paths, Boruto would also have the ability to create weapons and extra limbs, summon animals, and revive others. The Rinnegan in the hands of a genius like Boruto would be an absurd weapon, especially thanks to the Hiraishin, which offers many possibilities for attacks. This is how Boruto will awaken the Jugan. Discussing the powers of the Rinnegan and Byakugan is relatively straightforward because we have a lot of information about these doujutsus. However, when it comes to the Jugan, the situation is quite different, as we cannot confirm if this doujutsu is official, since it has never been mentioned in the manga and only appeared in the anime. Additionally, that future scene at the beginning of the anime might just be an alternate timeline that Kashin Koji accessed. Nevertheless, it is still possible that this doujutsu will be adapted, as Kishimoto developed this ability gradually. Therefore, it is almost certain that the Jugan will be adapted into the manga at some point. In the anime, this doujutsu was mentioned by several Otsutsuki, including Momoshiki, who stated that Boruto inherited powers from the Otsutsuki clan. Furthermore, even the Otsutsuki god was depicted with a doujutsu resembling the Jugan, so it is clear that this ability is important against a great threat. The powers of the Jugan. In the anime, the Jugan demonstrated the ability to see the flow of chakra, meaning it has all the basic powers of the Byakugan. Additionally, the Jugan showed the ability to visualize secret portals in space-time, but I have an interesting theory that might reveal more about the Jugan's powers. I'm talking about a chakra cloak. Kishimoto made a drawing before the work was released, illustrating the future powers of Team 7, including Sarada's Mangekyu pattern and Mitsuki's Sage Mode, which was gradually adapted. In that same image, we can see Boruto with a chakra cloak and 2 Byakugan. In a recent interview Kishimoto gave in Paris, he mentioned that he provided a work plan to Ikemoto, suggesting that this drawing might be part of that plan. It is not unusual for a doujutsu to have a chakra cloak, as the Tenseigan has the same power. Therefore, in addition to a chakra cloak, the Jugan might have a secret shinjutsu, perhaps a power related to Shibai. In the coming days, spoilers for Chapter 14 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex will leak. If you don't want to miss anything, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is the channel where you can follow all the latest Boruto news and get several videos explaining every detail of the anime and manga. On the screen, 2 videos that you will enjoy are playing.